Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 2 of week 2 of the Suicune research event. We had a really good day yesterday. Maybe today will be just as nice. Probably not, but I'm hoping. But we are going to start off with 15 honey for going to bed on time. We're also going to grab 24,892 sneaky snacking. We are also going to hit, I believe this is Master 1. No, Master 2. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. Still don't have the 8 spawns yet today, I don't believe. I forget exactly where it is on Cyan Beach, but we probably will have it tomorrow. But we are going to get 100 sleep points, puts us at 9,079 or 979, and maybe we'll get to 1,000 tomorrow. And then for our daily lottery, we are gonna grab a medium ingredient ticket. That's actually very nice. 30 ingredients all at once. Spoiled me more. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this sleep report. Let's see what we get. Hopefully something very nice. I mean, a shiny Suicune would be nice. We caught a really good one yesterday, which you may see again a little bit later, but a shiny one would also be nice. 8.5 hours of sleep, getting back on track to what I should be getting. That is a lot of snoozing sleep, so that's probably a snoozing type. It is, which doesn't help with the mains. I wanted Cyan Beach for more water types for the mains, but it is pseudo balanced, so maybe we'll still get something nice. We could use a Totodile, we could use a Wooper, all kinds of stuff that we could need. So maybe we'll find something nice. Only 27.2 million, which feels kind of low compared to the 200 and something yesterday. But that's how the game goes. We do have that adorable Eevee down there, no top bellies, and we've got a game that's running slow, maybe. No, all right, there we go. Well, I mean, Croconaws here, not quite what I was looking for. But we've got Slowpoke, Rattata, Croconaw, Wartortle, 2 Eevees, and a Quaxly. Quaxly's pretty interesting, but I don't really know that we need one. Maybe we need an ABB Quaxly? I don't remember. I don't remember which Quaxly we have already. But all right. Nobody's hungry. That is unfortunate. We do, of course, still need better Eevees. I'm just checking really quick to see the Quaxly that I have, if it is the one that we want or if we need to find some more. So for the Quaxly, we have an AAB, which is not what we want. It is very good, but not what we wanted. And the Quaxwell is AAA. So we do need to catch another Quaxly. We need to try and find that ABB because it seems like it's going to be better for leaks than Dugtrio. So probably not the worst catch. Where is the Quaxly? Oh, that Croconaw is already 1 point away. We might as well just take that. Okay, well, that's an easy choice then. If it's only 1 away, might as well. With any luck, that will be the Feraligatr we're looking for. We're not super worried about the inventory space or the main skill level that we would get from evolving from a Totodile to a Croconaw. So not the worst case scenario. But all right, Quaxly, it's up to you now to save the day. 1 more biscuit. Okay, now just don't be full. That's all we need is for you to not be full. Well, that's unfortunate, which means we still have our bonus biscuit to give out to somebody. I could catch the Rattata, but I think I'm just gonna feed an Eevee. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna feed an Eevee and I'm just gonna let it go. I want to save some more biscuits. I don't want to use too many today. We still have to make it through the rest of the week. And with Eevee, we could catch it now since there are 2 of them. There's no concern if one of them gets full. We just feed the other one and catch at least one, but not really in that much of a rush to catch it right now. I think we're going to send out the Quaxly candy. It's probably the more valuable candy out of all of these. That or the Eevee. Either one I think would be pretty decent. But then we've got 48 mains from this research, so not bad. Only 1,432 research XP and 2,797 dream shards. So not bad for a Tuesday. but definitely could have been better. But we only got one Pokemon. It's level 20 and Lax, which I don't recall if Lax is neutral or something else. We've got Croconaw with Sausage, Oil, Sausage, and I mean, Helping Speed is good, but Skill Trigger S is not quite what we're looking for. Inventory up, Skill Trigger M, Ingredient Finder. This Croconaw wants to be a skill specialist, except for its main skill, or its nature destroys its main skill. So this is actually not good at all, not even remotely. This is why it's better to just catch Totodiles. I mean, the Helping Speed does help, but it's definitely not something we're going to invest in. And we already have a Croconaw that's pretty decent that doesn't have berry finding, so this would just take its place if it was slightly better, but it's not. This one is not slightly better than the other one. So this one is going to the professor, but at least the calculations are running a lot faster than yesterday. So that's good. We can figure out pretty quickly just how bad it is. So that's, yeah, probably going to settle around PR 60. Maybe 61. What are we going to do? Are we going to bounce up to 61 or are we going to stay at 60? This is just, I'm having the worst luck with the Totodile line. I don't even know what to do anymore. I just got to keep catching them, obviously, but man, you'd think I'd get at least one candidate that was somewhat decent. Yeah, PR 61 going straight to the professor. It's not as good as the other one. I'm pretty sure the other one was like 78 or something like that. So neither of them I want to actively invest in. I just want a better Totodile so that I can actively invest, and it needs to have at least berry finding. So here's hoping we can find one this week, but it's early in the week, so we still got the rest of it to figure out if we can find us a good Totodile. But for now, we're gonna send that Croconaw to the professor, and we're gonna move on. We have no new news, but we do have some community reports. There's gonna be 38 of them, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that doubled up. That's pretty good out of 38. It's not bad. It's good odds. 26 mains. Looks like all level 5 friends again. Cool. That to be expected. All right, so now we can move on to the meat and potatoes of everything. We've got no skill triggers at all. That's a bad sign. It's not a good start to the day when Gardevoir doesn't get a single skill trigger. We do have the Victory Bell skill trigger though, which is very good. Victory Bell bringing in a ton of tomatoes for us. How many is that? 28? Nice. Nice. I think that's pretty much 2 meals worth of tomatoes right there. This one right here, I forgot about its main skill, actually helping us out and getting that pot space increase. It's not a high enough level that we can use it for the curry, but it's an interesting combination that we could do. Unfortunately, potatoes aren't used in the Keema curry, so it would just kind of be the same scenario as Flareon, where we'd have to have it on the team in addition to everything else, and it's not quite gonna work. I wish it would, but not quite. If we had a recipe that needed potatoes that went above 57, that would be fantastic. But like I was saying yesterday, I think it's time for new recipes, so maybe that could be one of them. That would be nice. Give us some synergy there. But all right, that is everybody. No, we're missing you. I don't know why I'm worried about it, because your inventory is full and I have left it full on purpose. So never mind, that is everyone. So let's go ahead and get breakfast up and running. And not auto cook. Ooh, that was close. Don't do that. Don't do that to me. My poor heart can't take it. All right, let's throw in a couple of oil. Why not? And then with any luck, we'll get an extra tasty. Help make up for that breakfast. No extra tasty. All right, I think we can give up on the extra tasty to make up for that breakfast. We did get 39,454, which is a lot better than yesterday's meal. It's a lot better and a lot closer to that 60,000 we were getting last week. But it's it's pretty much the best we can do all week outside of Sunday. So not too bad. Not bad at all. Okay. That puts us in Master 3, and now we can check the pantry and see how we're looking on our ingredients for the rest of the week. Yeah, Snorlax to Master 3. Okay, curries and stews. Potatoes, we're still slacking. I have not had a situation yet where I've had to make it something else because of the potatoes, but every time I've checked, the potatoes have been lacking. We do have enough tomatoes. We could swap out Victory Bell for something else if we wanted. Same with the cocoa, but the milk is not where we need it to be. So we're gonna let that run. I kind of goofed by using all the milk in the meals on Sundays, but I did not expect to be making Dream Eater butter curry. So it's one of those, you know, hindsight's 2020 things. If I'd have known then what I know now, things would be different. But unfortunately, it is what it is. We do need to keep Blastoise on the team for the milk, or we could swap in the other Blastoise to get a ton of milk. Actually, that's the right call. Let's do that. So let's go ahead and swap the team around just a little bit. We're going to put in the other Blastoise, Mr. AAA. You are... Yes. You are going to... You're going to get some special treatment. We're actually going to level you up. We're going to try to get you to 30. Not quite there. Not quite there yet. So... that means it's time for us to pull up our handy dandy calculator. Let's see, we're looking for Pokemon EXP calculator. We want to go to the EXP table. And we want to plug in. All right, let's go ahead and cancel. We are currently at level 27. With XP to next level is 567. And we currently own 52 candies. So what do we need to get to level 30? Just 9 small handy candies? That's a solid bet. Let's do it. We have plenty. Getting this guy... Whoa, that's way too much. Getting this guy to level 30 would significantly help with our milk production. There's no mini candy boosts that I have to worry about, so this is exactly what we need. We are going to drop about 8,000 Dream Shards on it, but that's all right. We'll get it back pretty quickly. We're still not below 300,000, which is good. It's kind of a nice little threshold if we can keep above that for the most part and save those for higher investments. So we're in a pretty good spot. Got that swapped out. Let's go ahead and swap out the Victory Bell, and we're going to do a thing. We're going to do a silly, goofy thing that actually makes a lot of sense. We're going to go ahead. We're going to come back to this Suicune from yesterday. And we're going to... I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. Actually, you know what? Let's not do it here. Let's do it in the box. It'll be much easier that way. We're going to pull it up in the box. Where are you? There you are. It is this one. All right. So everybody was telling me yesterday that apparently I was mistaken. I was under the impression that since we already have inventory up M at 75 and we have inventory S at 25, that I could just use a subskill seed and jump straight to inventory up L. That was the last information that I had heard on this situation, but granted that has been some months, so maybe there was a change that I missed that makes it to where that doesn't happen. But that does mean that this subskill seed should be guaranteed to hit the skill trigger, which it did. So now we can test a thing. We'll use one more and see if it tells me no. Okay, it does in fact tell me no. So that was just my misunderstanding based on, I'm assuming, outdated information. Like I said, months ago I was told that it would work, but apparently that is incorrect. So let me go ahead and correct that now. Does not work. We just tested it. We know for a fact it doesn't work. So good on everybody in the comments. Appreciate you letting me know. I was unaware of that fact. So now that we've got this to skill trigger M, not S, skill trigger M, let's go ahead and update it, and we can run the calculation again by clicking this little magnifying glass here and go ahead and set that to run all the way to 100. Significantly better with just one subskill seed. But again, at level 50, if we do one more, I mean, it can't get any better, but it will be better. So currently at level 25, we are looking at three skill triggers per day on average. And then I believe this page is affected by the boost. So let's go ahead and make sure the not map bonuses, event bonuses. That's the one. Actually, I don't have the boost currently set. So 3 a day is what we're looking at, but let's go ahead and set it with the boost and see what we're looking at effectively during the event. So once we get 25, we can check. It was 2.99. What are we looking at now? 3.89, essentially 4 skill triggers per day, which is only about half 0.5 away from the best case scenario. So we're actually in a really good spot. This is 99. I'm going to go ahead and rename it to S99. And one thing I want to do that I think is a good thing, I haven't done it with any of my other skill Pokemon yet, but I think it's a good thing for me to know, is to go ahead and set what their current skill trigger expectations are. I think that would help me in my information. Yeah, 99 very easily, went very quickly there. So let's go ahead and turn the event bonuses back off and then calculate it one more time. I just need to go to 25. I just want to see what its current expectation is. 2.993. So, ooh, actually, no, I just realized I can't do that. I can't do that. Never mind. Because the game only lets you do 3 numbers. So if I try to do, even if I just try to do 2.9, yeah, it won't work. That's unfortunate. Maybe there's a way to word that differently. If you got any ideas on what I could put in here to word that differently, I could just round it up and say 3x. I could do that, but that doesn't help with the ones that are closer to 2.5, 2.3. I'd really like at least 1 decimal place, but I don't think it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna leave it as S99 for now. If you've got an idea on how I can somehow incorporate the number of skill triggers in there, let me know. Or maybe there's some other relevant information that I'm missing, but I don't think there is. That's really all that helpful. I mean, I feel like S99 pretty effectively communicates what I'm looking for outside of the exact number of skill triggers I should expect. But then again, maybe I don't really need it. But the odds of catching one better than this now are just 0.9, 2%. So yeah, there's pretty much almost not a better Suicune out there, and a fantastic catch. And now we've got it on the team. We'll see how it performs today. I could get it to level 30, but would that really do me any good? I mean, it's more apples. More apples. I like more apples. Maybe. Maybe. I really wish I could invest in that inventory up. I do want more inventory, but it is what it is. We're going to leave it the way it is for now. We're going to leave the team like it is. We're going to get enough milk. If I can get enough milk for the rest of the week in the next couple of days, that would be really good. And then we could take that Blastoise off the team. That would be really good. But we'll just have to wait and see how things go. For now, we need to collect our mission rewards. We did get to Ultra 5, which is another 20 mains. We got to Master 2, which is another 30 mains. And the rest should be pretty easy. We've used quite a few candies today. It'll be easy to use the rest of them, possibly even on that Suicune. Ultra 4, we got Dream Cluster, and for Master 3, we got the Totodile instance, which we could use now, tonight. We might do that. I desperately want a better Totodile. I need something, but we'll just have to wait and see what tomorrow brings. But for now, that is going to be it. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Flightmaster, Illusion, JP, White, Husky Star, and Jassy. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, go ahead and click that join button right next to the subscribe button and get early access to the videos and a shout out in the videos. While you're down there, go ahead and click the link to the Discord in the description box and come join the community of Pokemon Sleep players. Hang out, talk about Pokemon Sleep and other video games. And other than that, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.